for a reason. And that reason was that we were also gifted with love and kindness. And Creator knew we wouldn't abuse that power. We wouldn't abuse that power and oppress other people with that power. So it is time for us to take that stand and take those teachings and live by them. It's time for us to own up to our responsibilities as human beings and to take a look around you. We're not against the conveniences. We're not against technology. What we're against is greed. We're against power of man, the perceived power of man, who believe that they have the power to dictate to your life, to tell you what you can and can't do, where you can and can't go. But there's another thing that you have the freedom to do, anytime, any place, and that is conduct your ceremonies. Any individual here can conduct a ceremony and talk to Creator. That's where your guidance will come from. And you will always know what the right thing to do if you do it the right way. Nothing can stop truth. Nothing can. When truth is in front of you, you can't go around it. It's powerful, people. Embrace the truth. And the truth is,
they try to hide it.
The truth is, we are the land. We are all connected. We're all connected to each other, to the land, and to all living things around us. I'm going to talk a little bit about one of my heroes. He's a figure in history. His name is commonly known as Pontiac. His Odawa name was Abwandieg, the hunter. In 1763, Pontiac decided to take a stand against the British Empire after the British Empire had defeated the French in a war over Canada and for global supremacy. Pontiac rallied the Three Fires Confederacy, which was an alliance, a spiritual alliance of the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi nations. This became a military alliance. With a small group of people, he told them to throw away your guns, throw away anything the white man has given you, pick up your hatchets, and we'll send them back to where they came from. The reason Pontiac did this was for our generation to be able to stand up today. 9 of 11 British forts fell at the hand of Pontiac's war. And it's the reason we have treaties today. Every voice, every stand you take makes a difference. Remember that. Your voice matters. Do your ceremonies. Talk to your people. You are not a number. This government and the federal government want you to believe that you are a statistic, that you are merely a number born into their system. Absolutely not true. It's a lie. You are a human being and you have rights. This movement that had began less than a month ago is gaining speed and gaining momentum for one reason. Because we are in a time of truth. This is truth time we are in right now. This is the 8th fire. The prophecy that I spoke about earlier also talks about an 8th fire. In the 8th fire, the people with power, perceived power, will be given a choice. They can choose to change their ways and do things the right way with compassion and kindness. Come up with creative ways so everybody can live in peace and harmony, or they can continue on the destructive path that they are on, and they will be the demise of their own destruction. I believe in that prophecy. No matter what happens to me, if I were to lose my job tomorrow, it doesn't matter to me, because I know Creator's got my back, no matter where I go. I look at the building behind me. I look at Parliament Hill. They're castles. Meanwhile, we have people in our streets, homeless. We have elders living in northern communities with plastic bags used as windows. It's disgraceful. It's immoral. It's wrong. It's illegal. They don't only break their own laws, but they create laws so that they don't break those laws. It's ridiculous, honestly. Their lies and deceptions are putting them into a corner. In that corner, they won't be able to escape the truth. They won't be able to escape the truth because we're going to be out here every time reminding them of the truth. That we have rights. We are human beings. We are not a number. And that this land that we stand on here was part of a land that has been stood on by our ancestors for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We survived without their highways, without their iPhones and their microwaves. We had a meeting with the Minister of Aboriginal Affairs. Minister of Aboriginal Affairs a few weeks back. And the Grand Council Chief reminded the Minister of Aboriginal Affairs that this movement and First Nations people who lead this movement have the power to put a stop to this economy. This economy that they live by. Every corridor, every pipeline, every shipping and receiving of goods goes through First Nation territories. And we have a plan to stop those goods from going through our territories. If the only thing they will listen to is money, then we will stop their money. I promise you, today, as I stand here today, I will fight this fight with you. I will stand beside you, every one of you. No matter where it is and no matter where it leads us. Because I believe in this cause. I believe in our people. I believe in our land and I believe in our future generations. I believe in our teachings. We have to do this, people. We have to stand their ground. This is only the beginning. This is going to be a long year for this government. The reason why we're up here at Queen's Park is because some of those laws that Parliament is passing or is in the process of passing proposes to shift power from the federal government to the provincial government. In 1969 they called it the 69 White Paper. The 69 White Paper proposed to make First Nation citizens Canadian citizens. They said we have special rights and we're like a special interest group. It's a lie. We are people of this land. We are the people of this land and we carry the laws of this land and we carry the voice of Creator in all of us. We are not Canadian citizens. We are not Ontario citizens. We are human beings. We are Anishinaabe. We are Cree. We are Haudenosaunee. And we all carry teachings and responsibilities with those teachings. So raise your voice, people. Raise your voice no matter where you go and remind people whose land they are on. Whose land is it? Our land! Whose land is it? Our land! Whose land is it? Our land! In 1783, there was a treaty called the Mississauga Tract. It was the first treaty in Ontario where they tried to take land. In 1790, they developed another treaty called the McKee Treaty, where they took 2 million acres of land for 1,200 pounds of goods. As part of those treaties, they used trickery, lies, and deception. The reason why they were able to use trickery and lies and deception was because the Anishinaabe people trusted the word of another person. When somebody tells you something and they shake your hand, they're giving you an obligation. They're respecting you. They're looking at you in your eyes and they're telling you that I'm telling you the truth. And we take that and we believe it for what it is. We had no concept of lies. By 1840, 80% of the indigenous people had died from European diseases, not from war. There was no conquest. There was no superior